This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by Liquid Web, one of the top hosting providers. Save 34% off hosting with code MMAN34OFF. NordVPN, protect your IP address online. Get 77% off 3-year plans with code MMANUTS. All33.com, meet your new work chair. Get active, be active, and sit in motion all day, relieving your stress and aggravation. Use code SHARE20 for $100 off your order. Rise Bar, use code MBAR15 for 15% off your order. Minimum order of $11 or more. Defense Soap, the world's best soap for wrestlers, jiu-jitsu, and MMA athletes. Use code MMANUTS for 15% off. Hey fans, it's MMA Nuts, episode 445.
445!
My name is Ingo Weigel.
Matt Ruth, I'm Michelle. By my fans, for my fans, walking the line between serious and ridiculous. You know what time it is?
It's go time, Matt.
Brocktober! Yes. Fucking waiting all year for the Brocktober!
Our favorite month, Brocktober. You know, they just released some kind of numbers about it. All the money he made throughout the UFC. It was only like $5 million or something, according to the report.
I thought he made bank. $5 million is pretty good.
Is it? For how many fights do you have? 6? 7? 3?
Yeah, maybe like 4.
Yeah.
I guess.
Not bad. For a big man and
handful.
Little pants.
Heath Herring, Randy Couture, Cain Velasquez, Alistair Overeem. Oh, 4.
That's it? Frank Mir twice, no?
Oh yeah, 5-6. There you go.
There was one more, wasn't there? No? 6 fights, $5 million?
That seems light. I'm not buying that.
Official numbers. I think he probably got pay-per-view money and shit.
Yeah.
So
that's just
probably a lot more than that.
That's just purse.
Just saying. Just saying. Testing.
I hear you.
1, 2, 3. Is your microphone on?
I don't know. Is it?
I feel like it's not.
It's not.
He handed it to me on orange.
I did? Oops. Are you sure?
For some reason, yeah.
I didn't touch it.
I didn't either. Thank you.
Okay. Weird
Oh,
audio.
see, now this thing just fucked up.
It's
Everything's going.
What is happening?
We better fucking just restart. I'll have to merge audios and fucking.
That's okay. Sometimes technical difficulties are good. It's
It's
gonna be one of those nights. Remember the old days when we used to sit over there?
Heck yeah.
If you go back to like our early shows, maybe you shouldn't do this.
Why
but
would you do that?
I don't know why you would.
Fuck
But the
that.
first like probably 30 shows were these shitty Radio Shack. Remember that we had these horrible Radio Shack mics that would always break?
And I thought we always had quality. I don't remember.
No, they would break, and then we would listen. And we're like, "Oh my God, it's not recording!" And we
Yeah.
do it. We do the same show twice. The whole
Oh,
thing.
it was so brutal. Like, oh, it's midnight. Let's redo that whole hour we just talked about.
And we've been drinking, so then we're a little buzzed, and it's like,
oh yeah, we used to
it got
drink hard
sloppy,
back then.
super sloppy. So now we don't drink so much. We just bullshit.
Yeah, but we still the fucking audio difficulties,
It's okay.
technical. So
These
we
things-
like it organic.
Yeah,
Right.
I like it that way too. Organic.
So we had 2 events, Ingo. I don't want to talk about UFC Copenhagen, except for OSP with his 4th Von Flue choke.
The master of disaster with those, huh?
Yeah, in outdone. And then we go to Bellator.
Okay.
There's some controversy, so let's start there. So Michael Venom Page is in his fight, and he's, again, just crushing cans. That's what he does for a living, and I'm okay with this. So in the process, like, whoever he's fighting gives him the middle finger, and Murgielada's like, hey, stop it. You guys gotta be respectful to each other. And then later on, fucking MVP's got the guy on the ground. He's beating the shit out of him. I think he's talking shit like, fuck you, bitch, or whatever. And he pretends like he's taking a selfie of himself. Big Dan stops the fight, takes a point away from MVP. And then later, what was it he said to him? Oh, MVP said Murgielada pushed him and called him a fucking piece of shit in the cage.
After the fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Dan didn't deny that in the interview and said he's not going to ref his fights anymore. But where's the line for the ref? Because this is tough. Because I feel like if you let the ref get his ego too big, you're not going to think about Anderson Silva versus Nick Diaz and all the shenanigans that went on in that fight. You're not going to get classic shit to happen anymore, right?
And we're referring to Diaz laying down in the middle of the cage, going like this.
Yeah.
Going, come at me.
And shaking his ass and giving his back.
Perfect.
And I think Big John warned him, but didn't take a point off.
Yes.
I'll let you expand on. What do you think about this?
I feel like for some reason, I'm remembering Dan Miragliotta in the last couple months has had situations where he's, even during, wasn't there like a month ago, during the announcement of who won, he was shaking his head and then he left. I forgot which fight that was, but that was in the UFC. So he's got some kind of beef, apparently, with guys who are too flashy, too whatever.
People that aren't respectful. That's his beef, but...
It's not really his place to call that.
No, he needs to be not part of the conversation at all.
Yes. He's a referee, not a moral...
And when you're on this high pedestal that he thinks he's on, I think it's time for him to fucking move out.
Well, he wasn't the guy that went to jail for weed, right?
No, that was Josh Rosenthal.
Thank you.
He just came back recently.
He was also bald, so
yeah,
similar looking.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can't get your ego in check, I mean, what are you gonna do? The guys are flicking each other off. Oh my God. He's pretending like he's taking a selfie. Oh my God. Well, just don't ref his fights and maybe take a break. Go on a fucking vacation.
That's right. Where should he go, Matt?
Probably Portugal.
What's happening there?
I don't know. Gangbangs?
Gangbangs in Portugal.
I have no idea what goes on in Portugal.
I have no idea either. I have not been
Barbados.
there. I should go. If there's gangbangs, we are there. We're coming to you live from the bay.
Oh, yeah.
Gangbang in Portugal.
That's what it's all about, kids.
In the background.
just
like
fucking, people fucking...
Like, I don't know what's happening.
I have no
idea.
idea.
To blur it out. Somebody's ass is hanging out.
Like it just keeps getting closer and closer to your face. Like it's having
great.
an ass.
Perfect.
Banging it out.
Oh, I like this show. This is a much better show than the one we have right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, whatever.
We just go. Okay. So forget about Portugal.
So
is that your beef then? You're pissed off at Dan Miragliotta?
Yeah,
for
just because
being
I don't want
cunty?
him to ruin potential craziness. Like, you know.
You want polarity and chaos.
Oh, well, and not take a point off because you're trying to sway the fight because you have a personal agenda against the person.
What was the point taken away? Is it for unsportsmanlike conduct or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Is there even a rule in MMA about that?
There's something in there, but he stepped over the line, and I think whoever was in charge, I want to say this woman was in fucking Indian reservation or something. Of
course.
You know, where Bellator usually fights, and whoever was overseeing it was saying Dan was over the line, and
over the line, man.
He was.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to take a little break. I think he should take a little break. Maybe a permanent vacation from reffing.
Sure. Why not?
I don't know. Because I think Big John was getting like that too near the end. And not that I don't like his... I hate him as a fucking ring announcer. Hate's a strong word.
It is a strong word. Normally you're not this negative. What's
I don't know. Dan, Big
I feel like
Dan's
a negative pull in this show
I know.
at this moment.
Yeah, we'll move right along then. How about we had Gegard Mousasi versus Lyoto Machida? Gegard Mousasi gets the decision win in a bull-ring fight.
Yeah, wouldn't have guessed that was going to be the case.
No, Mousasi said he didn't want to take any chances because Machida is a little, like, I don't want to get
elusive,
fucked up again. Yeah. And then at the end of the fight, excuse me, Machida had Mousasi in a tight guillotine, but like 15 seconds left. Mousasi said, I'm not fucking tapping that shit. I'm just wrote it out. Gets the win. And then there was that Pitbull versus Archuleta fight. Pitbull got the win. And then Bellator did something really neat with this Grand Prix featherweight tournament that they're having. They're at the quarterfinal stage. So they had, and a bunch of guys fought that night. So they had all the fighters come up on stage. And they have each card, or each fighter pull a card, and they're like, don't open them up yet. Okay, open them up. Who's fighter number one? Okay, come on up here. Now you get to choose which month you want to fight in. Do you want to fight December, January, February, or March? So there's 8 guys. So each guy goes up, and they each pick, you can either pick the month or who you want to fight.
Okay.
So you're kind of at a disadvantage if you're first, because you're like, well, I don't get to choose anything. I just choose my month. So if I think the first guy says I want to fight in December, second guy goes January. So the first 4 guys just picked the months. So now the 5th guy comes up, and he's got to pick who does he want to fight out of those 4.
Wow.
So then those 7 guys come out. All those matchups are made. And then there's 1 slot left. So then Pitbull comes out, and he's the champ. And they say, oh, guess what? Special rule for Pitbull. He can pick wherever he wants to fight and whoever he wants to fight, and he'll displace whoever's there.
Wow.
So he picks the easiest fight, I think, and displaces somebody and says, I want to fight in March. Like, interesting. Okay. So then you had all these weird matchups.
I like it.
But typical, not something I was expecting, but it seemed like people were jacked up about it.
Yeah.
Like, that looks neat.
I can dig it.
I like this for like a quarterfinal. It wasn't just like, here's the bracket and we're just gonna fight it down. It's like, here's the bracket and now we're gonna fucking mix it up.
Mm-hmm.
And Pitbull took the easy fight.
Of course he did.
So good for him.
Why wouldn't he? He's the champ, man.
And champs should do easy shit. Like, as I think winner gives $1 million. They're doing that like World Series of Fighting type of shit.
I do the same thing. Fuck it. I'll take my money
Hell yeah.
and run all day.
And then the last thing, they had the first father and son to fight on the same card and win fights. Fucking, how was he? 49-year-old Antonio. Whoa. Fucking computer's just typing stuff. Like, what the hell? Antonio McKee and his son, AJ McKee.
Help me?
Yeah.
That would be scary.
Me. I'm stuck inside the fucking laptop. So I'm like, that's interesting.
Okay.
Will we ever see a mother-daughter in MMA?
Maybe.
Like on the same card win? I mean, that's going to probably take a while because it seems like all the women are relatively young, right? Shit, that's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, Ronda Rousey coming back at 49.
49? She'd be like 79 if she has a daughter fighting in MMA. How old does she now? I thought she was like 35.
Something like that.
So, 14 years?
I don't know, but I mean,
okay.
I've heard of mother-daughter stuff, but I don't think it happens in MMAs.
The show is taking a turn.
I don't know. I don't know how that shit works.
Versus gangbangs. Now we're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you got going? What's going on over there?
Speaking of gangbangs, Wanderlei Silva no longer under contract with Bellator. Looks like he's going to sign with Bare Knuckle FC.
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Yep.
And I'm wondering.
Yes.
We
put the E in CTE.
Yeah, there's a trend of these guys signing like some of these older guys who probably shouldn't be fighting anymore. Do you think that this is a good trend? Do you like
I'm torn because I always go back. It depends what day of the week you ask me. Today, I'm okay with it. Just fucking fight it out until you die. Fuck it.
Okay.
You have no brain cells left.
Yeah,
you ask me tomorrow, I don't like it. But
because Wanderlei, especially, he's a guy who's had like reconstructive surgery
he had CTE and
on his face, and he said he's all messed up. So like, why would he sign up to do a fight where he could fuck up his face after all the surgery, and fuck up his head?
Well, didn't Bellator say they weren't going to give him any more fights?
Yeah, because he's too messed up.
Right.
It's like, but bare knuckle.
I think that maybe that's why these guys are going there, because that's the only option. Because who's going to hire a Wanderlei Silva? Who's going to hire a fucking Bigfoot Silva?
Who's going to be responsible when these guys, who's going to take
not the promotion.
Not Bare Knuckle FC?
But I think that's an athletic commission thing.
Is this even athletically commissioned?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, every fight, there's an athletic commission.
On any
but it
reservation?
depends where you're fighting, right?
Exactly.
Are you going to fight in the reservation?
Probably.
So you're kind of, there is a commission, but it's like off the reservation,
Like,
or is it on the reservation?
It's off
I don't
the
know.
reservation, man.
Right. So
It's all good.
it's fucked up. And then along those lines, I saw the UFC release BJ Penn.
Yes.
Said he's no longer fighting. So where is he going to end up?
Probably the same place.
Bellator or Bare Knuckle? My money's on Bare Knuckle, but
for sure.
Like, it's kind of sad. And then we had that celebrity boxing event over the weekend. It was supposed to be that big old boss guy versus...
Did that happen?
No. Versus Screech. So, like an hour or two before, the big old boss guy pulled out of the fight.
Of course he did.
Somebody stepped in on short notice, like an hour short notice, and fought Screech. Screech throws one punch, hits the guy in the head. The guy takes a dive, and he's knocked out. Like,
Wow.
what kind of fucking sham is this? People paid $20, and I don't know what other fights were on there, but that's horse shit.
Well, I think you just go to the arena, you get drunk, and then you scream, hoot and holler, and you're like, hey, I'm so excited.
Yeah, and how well is that one going to go over? Because I think the big old boss guy was laughing at everyone. Like, haha, you fucking paid money to see me fight, and then I didn't show up. I didn't even tell my family. So I'm like, my dad was there. I should probably do a higher voice. My dad was there, my kid, my cousins, and whatever.
Why did you do that?
Because he's fucking retarded.
He's a little man with a lot of anger.
Yeah. And that'll go well for whatever little persona you have. Wait, does he get 15 minutes?
Of fame?
Mm-hmm.
Probably just 7.
7.5?
Mm-hmm. Not even the 0.5, just 7.
Oh, you're cutting him short.
Cutting him short.
What else is going on?
Hey, have you seen the new UFC Singapore poster? Oh.
No. It just went black.
There it is.
Fade to black.
Maia versus Askren, welterweight bout. What do you think?
That's better than... I had another one. Apparently I didn't put it in here. But the Masvidal versus Diaz poster, if you pull that one up, apparently I had it, but I don't have it here. Where the fuck did that go?
Didn't we look at that last week? I can't remember.
Well, we pulled up the Boss Logic version, which was like the Vice City, but they made... That's not even it. There's such a plain
That's
Jane...
his brother Diaz. What the fuck?
There's such a plain Jane picture of that. Let me find this.
I'm looking
It's
at...
UFC 244. And I will pull images.
UFC 244.
Yeah, here it is.
Like this thing?
No, this one over here.
I see a blank page, Matt.
This.
Oh. I like all the...
And we're not even referencing the BMF title that's on the line.
Huh.
You'd think, if I'm making a poster of Masvidal Diaz, I'm putting some fucking weed.
I like this one better.
Some palm trees, a fucking set of titties.
Palm trees, titties. These are good.
And the BMF belt.
Would they be Mexican
Maybe
titties?
some pizza.
Pizza. Pizza's not Mexican, Matt.
It doesn't have to be.
2 Mexican guys. You gotta have like...
No, he's like Cuban or something.
Who?
Masvidal. I think he's like him and Romero.
Oh.
I don't know.
So Cuban versus Mexican guys.
I don't know.
Is Diaz Mexican?
I don't know.
What is this going on?
So racist
They're all
over here.
Latinos.
Who gives a shit, man?
They're Latin men. Okay,
so
about to
what?
throw
We
down.
should have tacos? Is that
You
what you're
said
trying
pizza.
to say?
Nobody from that's Mexican pizza, like beans and shit.
Here we go. I want
saying.
cool shit in the poster. It doesn't matter what the fucking nationality
Pizza
of the
is
people
cool.
are. I want titties, a bad motherfucker belt, some palm trees,
And pizza.
and a pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Mexican pizza.
Thank you.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
You
just
can't
a
be
regular
pepperoni.
pizza.
No.
Fucking, stuff.
Like olives?
No,
Black olives?
like fucking spicy pickles and.
Jalapeno pepper, black olives, and chorizo.
Ugh, you're so racist. Fucking black olives.
Just saying.
Anyway, let's go back to where were we?
Let's get out of this one. What else you got?
Well, I'm trying to go back to my document. Apparently, it's whited out.
Maybe
for
it's
some
having a
reason.
gangbang right now.
Maybe.
Your Chromebook is banging away with my MacBook.
Right. So UFC 243 this weekend. A card so epic that 6 of the fighters on the card don't even have pictures on the UFC website.
Yeah, that's
That'll
pretty
tell you
epic.
something about the quality of it. But just the only fight to talk about, you got Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say. You have 17-0 versus 20-4. Did you know Adesanya is actually 2 years older than Whittaker? I had no idea. Whittaker's only 28, but in your book, he's a journeyman.
He is. Happening at Marvel Stadium in Melbourne, Australia.
How many people does it sit? 60,000 or something?
Is this going to be at some weird time?
I don't even know.
Australia.
That shows my intent.
Ally Quinta fighting on this card versus
Yeah,
Dan Hooker.
That's something to say when he's the co-main event.
This guy wrecks hotel rooms. He's the king of wrecking hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Little angry little, was he Italian guy?
Yeah.
Or maybe he's Irish. Italian.
No, he's
Irish,
Italian.
Probably Irish Italian.
The worst kind.
Italian Irish
Right.
combination. Yeah, I don't know.
So I'll just say this: Whittaker hasn't fought 16 months. He's coming off. He's only had 2 fights as a champ. One, the first time he fought Romero, it was an interim belt, and then it got switched to the legit belt because of fucking GSP, right? Saying I'm done with the sport. But he hasn't fought in 16 months. I mean, his last fight was that split decision over Yoel Romero. So I just wonder, he's what's his best quality besides a journeyman?
Whittaker?
Yeah. Toughness, probably.
He's very tough, and he's got a big right hand.
He's versatile.
Huge right hand.
And Adesanya, I just think his uniqueness.
He's uniquely...
No, his striking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see Whittaker going for a takedown, but, who wants it more? And it's like an Australia, New Zealand type of thing.
I think Australia wins that one.
Well, that's Adesanya. Well, they're both from there, so I like Adesanya in this one. I think he's hungry. He's undefeated.
I think Whittaker has a chance with the big right hand, but definitely I think if it goes to decision, Adesanya all day. That's what I'm thinking.
Fair enough. Moving right along. What else you got?
I have nothing that's related to MMA. I have something else.
All right. What else? Other fights announced. They said Usman and Covington are going to fight for the 170 belt. And it's going to be on UFC 245, December 14th. And the weird thing is, people were pointing out that the poster for that fight, it doesn't list that fight as the main event or the co-main event.
Really?
And they're saying there's supposed to be 3 title fights on that card.
Huh.
So I don't know what else is going down on there. They remade that Yair Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stevens fight. That's getting rebooked for October 18th in Boston.
Nice.
And then I got to see if I could find the pictures of it. But a lot of the posters that I've seen are, of Yair and Jeremy. And then Jeremy's got fucking safety goggles on. So you don't get fucking poked again.
Of course.
Hopefully they squash that shit.
I think Stevens wins that one.
I still got my money on Yair, but I hope it's a brutal fight for both guys. I hope they just beat the fuck out of each other and then work that shit out in the octagon. Yep. And then Tyron Woodley was talking about Kamaru Usman. He said, "I'm a nightmare for him every day of the week." What?
I will beat you into a living death.
Right, but Usman beat him up and down.
Yes.
One of the worst beatings I've seen someone take in a while, like total one-sided fight. And now he's...
Hey, man. People memory is short.
Selective.
They don't remember
as
things.
fuck.
He's like, I don't even remember that happened. I'm just going to kill you. That's what he says. He's hoping the fans don't remember either.
Yeah, I don't know. That's...
Blasphemy, Matt.
sketchy.
Uh-oh. Tweet of the week?
Oh.
Some kind of security notice?
I don't know what's going on.
All the gangbang porn surfing over here.
What the fuck is this shit?
Login.
So this is, how do you make a Diaz brother? This is one of them ice cream guys fucking with the kid.
I've seen these before.
He's like, you know what? I think about enough of your bullshit, ice cream man. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
That's it.
Yeah, that's a good way to fucking scar a kid for life. You fucking asshole. I would throw that right at that guy. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. That kid looks Indian though.
That's how you scar.
Hispanic.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
We're very into race.
I'm just saying. Race is
Very
important.
into race.
Race is just not a number.
It's not. It's a sign.
I saw the sign.
Okay.
Like Ace of Base.
Something like
I
that.
don't know what's happening. I'm slap happy it's late.
I know. Let's do AskTheNuts. We're moving at breakneck speed. So it'll be about a half hour.
You're off about
pretty close.
Well, we're over a half hour. It's okay.
So with Diaz and Masvidal fighting for the baddest motherfucker belt, will the winner be tied to a championship clause in their contract so that fighter is even more tied to the UFC?
I don't think they will alter the contracts, will they?
Well, I don't know if that's like a standard thing in your contract or if they give you a separate one when you're fighting for the title, where it like ties you up even longer. I forgot what that championship clause is. But it's something
you have to fight so many times.
Yeah, and I think it extends your contract. It does like all sorts of weird shit. Again, very one-sided for the promotion and not very good for.
They want you to bend over and take it, smile the whole way.
Is it wrong?
I mean, you know.
It's whatever. Now, Rico Machado will close it out. It's time. Pound sign Nuts Roll, pound sign Matt Rage Chain, pound sign English Sugar Daddy. He says, today, I want to ask you some existential and philosophical questions.
Ooh, I'm ready.
To what extent do you shape your own destiny, and how much is down to fate? Are we in control or just flowing down the river of life?
Ooh, I struggle with this one. Because at times, I feel like I do shape my destiny. I have this magic book I write things in, my journal. Put them down. We have a board, right? We write things down and things seem to manifest, right? So it's like, am I making that happen by my efforts, by my wants and needs and desires? Or is it just me realizing that I'm in tune with what the universe is delivering? I struggle with this. I'm on the fence. What say you, sir?
It's some of everything. Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's two, and sometimes it's three. So sometimes it's you creating your own, sometimes it's just fate, and sometimes it's just you're flowing.
It's very philosophical of you, Matt.
It is.
He's out there in the
What's
ether.
more important, ethics or ideal results? Do the ends justify the means?
Ooh, again, these are good questions. Because sometimes being ethical can cause you to make decisions that are in the best interest of everyone, right? So it's like you're always weighing your ethics with outcomes constantly. Like, for example, in the field that I'm in, psychology, we are very bound by our ethics, but sometimes that can be a gray area because what you do, what you're supposed to do ethically could technically hurt somebody. So it's like, which one do you choose? I don't know.
Poison.
Like the band, like the hair band?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing but a good time, Ingo.
Mama don't dance?
Your daddy don't suck the dick?
Yeah, so what was I feel like I didn't answer his question, but.
What's more important, ethics or ideal results?
Yes.
Of course. Is a wrong act okay if nobody ever knows about it? Depends. Depends how wrong.
Depends how, yeah, right.
Depends, like, if you're in college and a chick's passed out and then someone's videotaping you pretending like you're sawing her ass cheeks with a saw.
Is that wrong?
That's probably not right, and you should probably delete that videotape if you had that.
Do you have something like that?
No. Okay. But I saw somebody do something like
not
that.
Me. Did not do that.
It was funny, but that was wrong.
Okay.
That was wrong. You shouldn't do that. Especially when I was talking to that girl earlier in the night.
Scandalous, Matt.
It was scandalous. But if that videotape doesn't exist,
then you're all good. Do you hear if a tree falls?
That's probably a bad example.
It's a horrible example. I do not condone what you're selling right now. I don't like you're off. You pretend you're on a whole different show. I'm not even here.
I'm on another reservation.
It's not even no.
There's no reservation.
But if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? That's
no.
The question.
If lying is wrong, are white lies okay? Is it ever okay to bend the truth for the overall good?
I think that's also gray area. I'm a big fan of the truth. I prefer it.
Yeah.
Allow me to make a decision on whether I think that I should be angry, or happy, or sad, or whatever. But don't deny the truth. Tell me the truth. I think I can handle it. We know these truths to be self-evident, Matt.
Right.
Know what I'm saying?
No. And then he says, I know Matt doesn't like soccer. Correct. Also, it's not soccer, Matt. It's football. No, it's not. It's not. National Football League. You can't have two sports named the same thing.
Well, we're stupid Americans. We call
unless you could call it football. If you could say football every time, then I'm okay with it.
Okay.
It's soccer or it's football. So.
Wow.
However, I wonder if you guys would like to see some beautiful football women.
Of course.
Okay. Fuck, Mary Carol, Celebrity Edition number 61. Football fantasy number one. Pissing everybody off. Good luck on this name. Anouk
Must be Swedish.
Something like that, or Norwegian.
Oh, hey,
She's doing the workouts.
not bad. It's nice and sweaty. It's good.
Janelle Fligno.
She plays the football.
Yeah. And then Lauren Susselman.
I know what you're picking. I can tell already. I can already tell.
Married the last one. Bang the first one, kill the second one.
I think, let me see.
Good.
I think I'm going to marry the one in the middle. I kind of like the brunette thing.
And then you're probably...
I'm gonna
Is that too much for you?
No, it's not too much. I'm just,
Okay.
it's like, give me the first one. I've
Okay,
had
fair
this
enough.
flavor. I'm good.
Got any knowledge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know that today
No.
some shit happened at O'Hare Airport? Did you see this?
Oh, yes.
There was a fucking food cart that was out of control, almost hit a plane. Nobody's doing anything.
No,
These guys are
everyone's
just
standing
they're
around.
It's not that scary. I would totally jump in that thing and be like, hey, let's stop this chaos. No one does a single thing. They're just watching it. This
watch
guy
it slam into, like, how expensive is that private jet?
Yeah, really expensive.
Yeah.
I can't believe it didn't slam in at all.
Yeah, well, this next turn it's going in unless that guy doesn't fucking drill it.
I think that's a woman even. Is that a guy? It might be a woman. Save the day. But I feel like that wasn't that heavy. You could have totally stopped it. Like, why is everybody
I
such
feel
a
like
pussy?
someone could have just stiff-armed it.
That's what I'm saying. It's a small little cart. Bunch of pussies.
Pretty much.
So, yeah. That's all I got. You got any knowledge?
I do. I'm trying to figure out how do I copy a link when I don't have a mouse.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Hang on.
I don't know, man, how you do that.
Oh, my God.
Loving you is easy because you're beautiful.
Hang on. I'm going to have to backdoor this one.
I can't sing. It's too late.
Hang on.
Sorry.
We're going to go the long
That
way.
was horrible.
The
The long way. Are you taking the long way home, man?
Sometimes you have
Supertramp?
to.
I think we're gonna get sued for that last one. Probably YouTube will take our shit down because I hummed a tune.
Yeah, you're totally fired.
Hey,
Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for.
find it?
Yep. So, this is on your flavor. Here's Chicks with Dicks.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Wait, let's get some sound. Let's get some volume.
What is happening? Matt, seriously. What the fuck, man? What is this?
It's a chick with a dick.
That is retarded.
You can say that, right?
That's got to be a tail or something. Is that really? Chickens don't have dicks, do they?
What's going on there?
I have no idea. That's disturbing. What is going on? How do you find this shit?
I don't know. I don't know if I can show that.
You probably can, but
Is that
it's
illegal?
It's a chicken, but I'm just saying it's ridiculous. What? Okay, I'm trying to picture you
that
sitting
is a
in your home.
huge
and-
chicken dick.
Yeah, but you're on the computer, and somehow you ended up with a chicken with a dick. How the fuck did you get there? That's
I don't know. It's in a Twitter feed somewhere.
Twitter feed where? What Twitter feed are you looking at?
The one I have.
What?
What's wrong with this?
I don't know.
I don't like it. It's just, this thing needs to get off my screen now. It keeps
It's
slamming
offensive.
around.
It's
It keeps
literally
going boom,
offensive.
boom, boom.
I feel like I need to cleanse my eyes. How do I wipe this clean?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Disgusting.
Sorry, folks.
And chicken dicks.
I don't know if you can put
Chicks
that.
with
I mean,
dicks.
you probably
chicken
can.
dicks.
Chicken dicks. I wonder if people would probably find these chickens and eat the dick because it's a delicacy, right? Some place in China, it's probably all like, that's good stuff.
Raw. in the United States.
Raw chicken dick. United States. I'm not eating that. That's not going to happen.
I bet you those.
Hey, you know what I discovered
What?
recently? Speaking of chickens,
God.
dark meat is way more delicious than white meat.
For turkey?
No, for chickens.
Chickens don't have dark meat. What are you talking about?
Like the
What are you talking about,
thighs, the
Willis?
chicken thighs, man.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing? What are you
I
talking
can
about?
only eat turkey. I don't know.
You-
Chicken.
you eat
I just
chicken-
eat whatever.
you eat chicken
It's usually
breast?
breast
I think the breast is not as
the
delicious
best.
as the thigh. The thigh is juicy. It's a little dark. It's got some flavor. A little fatty.
I hear you.
Fucking awesome.
I just eat whatever. It's meat.
Really?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Like when you eat turkey, do you choose white or dark meat?
Yes, I do.
I choose both.
I'm fucking racist.
I don't give a
I like my
shit.
turkey black.
Of course.
Of course I do. I mean, does turkey have dark meat? I don't really
Yeah.
know.
Super
Not-
dark.
Not the biggest fan of turkey, so I like chicken.
It has to have gravy.
Actually, chicken in general, I'm not. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes.
Yeah, now all this food talk right before the show's about to end.
I'm gonna have to eat. I don't want to eat, but I might have to eat.
We might have to.
What should I eat? That's the question.
You have hot dogs at home?
I don't have any hot dogs.
You get some pork and beans.
Pork and beans and
Put
hot
some
dogs.
hot dogs in there.
Dude, that'd be horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Remember those those chicken dogs?
Put a little bacon in it.
No,
and brown sugar. Come
no,
on.
that sounds terrible. I'm not doing that.
Might as well put pizza. Pork and beans on pizza.
Ultimate stoner food. Alrighty, that's been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. We managed to stretch this to almost 40 minutes. So
Sorry.
good on us. The last 10 minutes has been terrible. My name's Ingo Weigel.
Mac Ribbon. Thanks for playing.